It was midway through the second half of Saturday's game at Kingsholm when what had been a fair game turned foul. Marcus Hannaford, the Gloucester scrum half, number 9, was dragged out of this ruck. He elbowed the Saracens' number 8, Barry Crawley, who in turn threw a punch which floored the Gloucester man. The incident went unseen by referee and touch judge. Hannaford went off, not knowing what day it was, and is still in hospital receiving treatment for a fractured cheekbone. Tonight, the two clubs will look at our film, and this is what they'll see. In slow motion, Hannaford turns, tries to shake Crawley off, and uses the elbow. But watch for the retaliation. Gloucester and Saracens will have to decide what, if any, action should be taken. Apart from that, it was a good game in the worst of conditions. Gloucester were desperate to win, and they made sure of victory in the first half when Martin Roberts kicked them into a 6-0 lead with 2 penalties. The Cherry and Whites charged forward, Saracens were never in it, and when Richard West went over for a try, it was virtually all over. Another penalty from Roberts gave Gloucester a comfortable half-time lead. In the second half, Saracens came to life with an early try from winger O'Leary, and a feeling of fear gripped the crowd for a time. They were wondering whether Gloucester were about to throw it all away. Their men rose to the challenge, though, and with Hannaford off injured by now, fought back to produce another try. This one was scored by winger Derrick Morgan in the far corner, but by then, with the mud, it was hard to see who was doing what. It finished Gloucester 19, Saracens 5, and here's the coach Keith Richardson with his weekly report.
I said before the game, semi-jokingly, that this was possibly the biggest game in the club's history. And the more I think about it, it probably is, actually. Because if we'd lost that one, I'm convinced we would have been doomed to relegation. I think now we've put a few good games together. We've got 2 more points, cup game coming up, which gets the adrenaline going. I think Gloucester can actually start winning a few games.
Marcus Hannaford, the Gloucester scrum half, was punched coming out of a scrum. He's still in hospital and is likely to be out of the game for 2 months. Gloucester won by 19 points to 5.
The incident came 10 minutes into the second half as Hannaford, the Gloucester number 9, struggles with the Saracens forward, probably number 8, Barry Crawley, although the mud has obliterated his number. Hannaford is held. He does strike out, catching the Saracens player in the face. But any aggression is repaid with considerable interest. Hannaford did walk from the field, but was immediately taken to hospital. At that stage, Gloucester held the lead. Martin Roberts had kicked this and 2 other penalties. And lock Richard West got this try after a pass from Hannaford. Saracens hit back with a well-worked try in the second half. Scrum half Andy Tunningley passing to winger Darren O'Leary. Gloucester sealed it 7 minutes from time. Damien Cummings set up Derrick Morgan. It was a vital win for Gloucester, slightly easing the threat of relegation.